Hello. Hey, hello everyone watching this as a video. Shout out lad if you're watching this. I know he likes to. A little early shout out again for you. Sorry for bringing your nan into the last stream. Do apologise. Nandrew lad, I'm sure, is a lovely lady. And probably knows a lot about football. But what's up? Welcome. Another Sorare stream. Look at me being consistent. Today we're going to talk about a bunch of things, including rewards, including strategy, planning, the future, things like that, and we'll talk about all that and hopefully make some moves and see what happens for the rest of the day. Thank you everyone that's been sort of watching the streams or watching them as videos as well. I do know that a bunch of you guys watch them as videos, which is why I start before anyone's even in the chat. I start talking to you guys because I do appreciate it. I do the same thing as well. I watch a lot of old content, like old streams and stuff like that as videos. But let me go ahead and tweet out the old streameroonie here and say that we are live on the Sorare channel. Well, yeah, so we're mixing moves. Who knows? Maybe I won't buy a card. Maybe it's clickbait, but then you got baited. There are some games going on at the moment. I don't care for either of them. Riserspor against Hatayspor and Internazionale are against Hellas Verona. Look at you getting 100 points. Go on. I know who that is, but look at that. What a beast. John Joe Shelby, man. John Joe fucking Shelby. He's 31, but he looks about 45. It's crazy. Inter a 1-0 up. A Cherby with a not great start to the game. Zan Thomas on 40 points. Ooh. Big chance missed. There you go. Thomas Suzlov. That reeks of a big chance missed when you see that. I'm guessing you got the BCC. Yeah, you did. You can tell with the points and stuff, man. You can tell. Where's DeMarco? He's on the bench. He is on the bench. This DeMarco boy. What a player, man. What a player. What a guy. Maybe he's coming back from an injury. Sam, how you doing, mate? Morning. I've been watching these streams and videos. Just thought I'd say I've enjoyed them. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. Weaselmont, how you doing? Tofton, what's up? How you doing? Welcome in, boys. Hope you're doing well. I'm just sort of browsing at the moment. What the hell happened to Besiktas, man? Besiktas fell off, didn't they? Like, I don't know if I've seen them win a game this season. Nuno da Costa with a hat-trick. Wow, he's killing it. I don't even know who this guy is, but he's killing it. Look at that. There's still profit to be made on Sorare, man. Hey, look at that. Look at this guy. This guy bought him for £22. You can get him for £62 now. Look at that. Sheesh. There's still profit to be made on this platform. Who would have thought, eh? Who would have thought? So I thought I'd go live for a little lunchtime streamer-rooney, sort of, you know, just chat to you guys, see what's going down and stuff like that. I hope everyone's having a good day. I don't have a game today. My game got called off. So, there we go. Have I seen your last live got done for copyright? Yeah, someone tweeted me about that this morning. It is what it is. So it's just the music I use for it, unfortunately. If I go onto my dashboard, it'll tell me like, hey, there you go. Yeah. Your video cannot be monetized due to one or more copyright restrictions. Yeah, I don't really monetize them anyway. I don't really care to monetize these anyway. You know what I mean? I don't really care. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But you know, what can you do? It's just the music I use. I can't sit here and not listen to music though. It drives me insane. Drives me absolutely insane. I'm not even the biggest music fan. I just need something in my ears, you know. Apparently, Gokroid's going to lose one of his assists as well. Apparently, one of them went down as an own goal elsewhere, but that's interesting. What time? 82nd minute. That's got to be painful, man. That's got to be painful. How's everyone doing today, though? Hope you're all doing well. Oh, yeah. It's a very interesting game. This Edwards guy, by the way. Very good player, too. It always interests me though with teams like Sporting, for example, right? They're a dominant team, very very good team in this league, right? They are one of the three powerhouses, I'd say, in the Portuguese league, and it always intrigues me. Like, very rarely do you see their players linked with moves, you know? Obviously, like, there have been big moves in the past, but, like, I'm surprised Pedro Gonçalves, no one's come in for him in the last couple of years. I'm surprised Marcus Edwards, no one's come in for him in a couple of years. I'm surprised Gonçalo Ignacio, no one's come in for him in a couple of years, because all three of them are class players, decent age, got a lot of talent, you know, they played in Europe and things like that. It surprised me a little bit that teams haven't sort of come in for these players yet. I would have thought they would have. It always intrigues me. Always intrigues me. But yeah, so Sporting smashed. I don't know sort of where people have played their Sporting teams. Yeah, 448 points for that clean sheet is mad. All-star rare plus. Oh, look at Tifosi at the top. Go on, Tifosi. I mean, 335 points, but yeah. Damn. Stop the count for Tifosi, man. Stop the count. Look at that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that was your game week? First and second place in Gas 3 and 4. He's actually projected second in Gas 4 though, which is nice. 7 points from the top's paying, but I guess the top spot had the same stack. Top spot had the same team. The difference being, you had Eduardo Quaresma and you had Evan Nilsson. But you have better XP in, for the most part across all your players. It's kind of unfortunate, I guess. Feder. Is this Feder? I don't know. It might be. Played Gokras and Pedro G in Gas Pro. Yeah, I saw your lineup. It was really good. I'll show you my lineups for this week as well. But yeah, I mean, this guy, surely Nov Tiger is projected high, right? He's projected 4th with 410 points. I mean, I don't know who these two players are, but this is an incredible start. Akan, Topku with huge scores. Quaresma doing really well. I'm guessing, is this guy a good player then? No, I've literally never seen him before. He's only just started playing. People must have just backed him, I guess. So yeah, you'd expect him to get a high score as well. This could be a high-scoring game week. With not a huge amount of rewards on offer, this could be a high-scoring game week in Gas because of the Challenger Europe teams, which is why I'm kind of happy I played... I played my Galatasaray and Fenerbahce boys in Gas, but I'm kind of happy I played this in Champion now because I don't know if it'll be as massive game scoring week in Champion with it just being Italy. We'll have to see. Because I don't know, like even if Inter smash this game, I don't see huge amounts of points being scored. We'll see though. I was this close to buying a Sporting stack, but decided against it. Sold my Gonçalves for a nice profit. The way I celebrated that goal conceded. That's funny. He played because Quartes was out. Yeah, I heard Quartes was out. I was giving PSU fans a bit of shit for... so PSU played, at the time, had a strong Gas lineup. No, not here. Where is this? Right, so at the time, right, had Adan on like 75 points. Pedro Gonçalves was on like 80 points. I think he lost a few points at the end. And he got a DMP with this super rare. And I was giving him shit because it's got Gonçalo Ignacio was obviously on a lot of points. And I was giving him shit for not playing him in Gas with his goalkeeper. And then they conceded anyway, which is kind of annoying. But he said he all-star, under 23 Red Plus was his priority anyway. So, and he's projected second with 361 points down. That's quite low scoring. Was Diogo Costa the only under 23 goalie playing this week? Let me have a look at teams and see if any of them I recognise having an under 23 goalkeeper. No, I mean, Adan's under 23, isn't he? Under 23 back in 1985. Oh, Benfica do, don't they? Trubin. You know what's funny? In my FM save, I went to sign this guy, Trubin, and he wanted £1.1 million a week. You were projected second last night. Apple, hey dear, mate. What's up, bro? Oh, how do I turn off rival notifications, man? It's annoying me. I have notifications on for offers, and I keep getting baited. Oh, shit. You're projected first now, Tofton. Go on, lad. Hell yeah, dude. Hell to the motherfucking yeah. Look at that. Look at the big toffers, mate. What a guy. You've been on a hot streak. So, first in Challenger Super Rare, Toby Layson. Did you sell this card? Yeah. That's an interesting trade. Makes sense, though. Hong is pretty good. That's a trade that makes sense. Hello, Abracadabra. Did mate? How you doing? Yeah, he might lose an assist. I actually don't think he will, but he might. Opta are pretty brain dead. I'll be honest with you. You've been doing well, man. Kaneko's a sick card as well. Did you keep Kaneko? Oh, you got rid of him. That's fair enough. That's fair play. Kaneko's solid, though. Makes sense for you? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I got a couple of trades recently. I'm just like... I don't know, man. These are the offers I get, bro. These are the offers I get, and it's just like... Just fucking dead players, man. Like, these are the offers I get, bro. It does my head in. I just want a reasonable offer, you know? I'll be honest with you, I don't, like, I'm actually, as a person, I like positivity, and I'm quite a positive person, so I hate being negative, and I hate constantly whining and whinging and stuff like that, but, like, I'm sad about winning Pedri. I think I've won 2 tier 1s recently, and I feel like my first one, Evan, was I got massive shafted with Evan Ferguson. Like, I got hugely shafted. A tier 1 worth 145 quid, yeah, okay. I don't know, man. Kind of sucks. It sucks getting injured players or players that are getting rotated out and stuff, you know? These two are great. Pickford's solid. I sold Pickford, but Pickford was solid. You know, Mike Mignon's solid. I don't know, man. Getting tier 1s that are worth 100 quid doesn't make... I don't want to play the game anymore. I'll be brutally honest with you. Like, I enjoy the game itself, and that's why I still play it. But, like, it's rough, man. It's winning tier 1s that are worth £100. It's like... I don't get motivated like I used to, you know what I mean? I know this game's not all about money, but, like, we can't sit here and bullshit. Like, Nicholas might not want this game to be associated with investment and money and stuff like that, but, like, the fun is winning money, bro. That's why it's fun. That's why everybody plays this game to win money. I don't care what anyone says. Maybe bar Quinny. Quinny's, like, the only person that doesn't. But, like, we play this game to win cards that are worth money, and whether we keep them or... I like to keep my cards that I win, but a lot of them like to sell them. It's just like, it's painful winning a tier 1 rare and it'd be worth 100 quid. Do I still own the Cologne backup? I do. I don't really have an interest in selling him, though. I'll tell you why I don't have an interest in selling this card. Because I've had like 4 people that want to buy him, and whenever people want to buy a card, whenever people want to buy a card off me, that's like a secondary goalkeeper. It just makes me think, why? Why do you want him? Is he going to get a move or something? You know what I mean? Keeps me on edge. I'm not sure I play for fun. I mean, you're lying to yourself, though. Because where do you have fun? In winning rewards. Why? Because the rewards are attached to real life value. And it levels up your gallery. That's where the fun is. I mean, you can, like, you know. Yeah, sure, you're playing for fun. But it's just where the fun is. You know what I'm saying? You know where the fun is, bro. Interesting. Wait, what? Where's KMJ? Where's Kim Min? Is this their first game of the Asia Cup? Hi, he's a backup for Motor Days. What's up, man? How you doing, brother? Where's Kim Min Jae? Is Kim Min Jae not playing? Oh, it's only a friendly? Okay, fair enough. He might be injured. He's not injured. He's not injured. That's fair enough. How are Inter doing? I like seeing this. Inter are not getting huge scores. Just a warm friendly guy. Okay, fair enough. That's interesting. I don't know when it kicked off because it's not getting freaking scored. I'm a bit gutted that it's not getting scored. Like, you know, am I fuming? No. But would I have liked it to get scored? Absolutely. Would have been nice. How's this Marich card performing in terms of price as well? Did I do the right thing to sell him? Yeah, probably. It's different for you, though. You've sunk thousands in and expect to get ROI. I mean, it's not true at all. I don't expect to get anything. But I'm not, like, I'm completely right in what I'm saying. What, like, for you, what is the fun? The fun is building a gallery, right? A strategy, lineups to win rewards. I'm completely right, 100%. All right, why is it fun then, Weaselmont? Because if you're about to tell me it's fun to watch your players play, then you don't need to play Sorare. You can just watch players play. You know? Yeah. The fun is, whether people want to admit it or not, there's this weird stigma around Sorare where people don't want to talk about the fact that we like winning money. We all love winning money. I don't know why it's a stigma. Like, if we are being honest, everyone in this stream plays this game to win money. Did you have a look at what the top 4 won? I did. I wish I didn't, to be honest. Everyone's in it for the money. Exactly. We wouldn't, like, you know what I mean? I did look, and I'm like, this is what, the one time ever, right? The one time ever there is an outlier that's in the favor of the user and not so rare, right? 4th place won Kevin De Bruyne, who is literally worth almost as much as 1st place. Maybe not quite 1st place, but he's worth more than 2nd place. He's worth more than Griezmann. I was 0.8 points, man. Oh, it's pain. Their motto is play to earn. That's why we play. Exactly. It's such an odd stigma, I find. Like, a lot of people don't like talking about the financial aspect of this game, and I don't actually understand why. Like, that is the reason why people play it. You need the money aspect, otherwise, why pay for NFTs and not just play free fantasy games? Exactly. Exactly. I think it's still fun, but the fun is completely counteracted by constant depreciation. I disagree completely. I'll be honest with you, right? Card values aren't going down quick enough if you win rewards. Does it, like, if that makes sense, right? So, and what I mean by that, what that means is, for example, you buy a card for £500, right? The first reward, if you win a reward the first weekend, if you buy that card on Thursday, by the Tuesday you get the reward, right? Even if it's like a £30 reward, your card won't, like, your card's not dropped £100 by then. You know what I mean? Like, so I think, like, card prices are going down, but people are really, I've seen people exaggerating the card prices going down. They're acting as if it's going from £400 to 350 to 300 to 250 to 200 to 150 to 100, as if it's like every single, it's not the case. And the problem is when you actually act as if that's the case and people are sat there tweeting about it and stuff like that, like, it's creating this fear mongering within the community, and people are panicking and selling quickly as well. Like, it's a complete knock-on effect. People like, it's causing this inherent panicking across everywhere. Like, Cohen Casteels, for example, right? This card has literally not dropped in the entire month. This card has not dropped for the entire month. And he's had, what, 4 auctions? A bunch of people have won this card as well. Like, probably 1 or 2 per week have been won as well. This card hasn't dropped. It stayed this entire line. When was the last time it dropped? The last time it dropped was, it's over 337, then 269 here. That was 25th of November, right? People will reference his price. Yeah, they will. They will. But this is the thing. Like, this card has stayed consistent. If you bought this card on the 30th of November, right, for £269, and you won 5 rewards in between then, for a combined price of £150 and sold them all, right, you can still sell your Casteels today for about £260, which is what you bought it for, right? And that was what? How long ago? What was 30th of November? Like 6 weeks ago, right? Does that make... Do you see what I'm saying? But people are acting as if that was his price 6 weeks ago. And you need to realize the reason why prices always do this, where this sort of time here, the start of the season, they're always a lot higher because just people get themselves really hyped and start planning their gallery. And naturally, prices always do this. prices always trickle down towards this point of the year. It's like literally like every year this exact same thing has happened. It's just the fact that every year the same trend happens, but it happens lower, because when they go up again in the summer, they don't reach the same heights. But if you remember back to the summer when you probably bought your cards, you realize they were more expensive then. Cards will go up again in the summer. They just won't go up to, they won't surpass where they were last summer. So when they go down again next December, they'll go down a bit less than what they did this December. You know what I'm saying? But like the pattern has always been the same. You see, starts high, goes low, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, up, down. You see the same patterns? They happen every year. The problem is that people don't get it. People don't understand markets. So they don't realize you buy the dip if you want to make profit, and you sell when it goes up again. Then you buy the dip again. But people buy up here, right? And then they get upset when their card's down here again. And it's like, that's just how markets work. That's how demand works. That's how it works. Yeah, but that's pretty bad. But why? Why is it pretty bad? This genuinely happens with markets everywhere. People have jobs or have businesses where they literally only open over the December, November, and sometimes October period, because they literally rely on Christmas business, because people aren't buying their products in March, April, May. Like, it's just how markets work. Yes, was Castile's $2,000 back in the 12th of November 2021? What's that, two and a bit years ago? Yeah, he was 25 months ago. He was $2,000, right? And if you bought him at $2,000, yeah, you might be upset that he's now worth £300, right? That sucks. But in those 25 months, if you haven't won a decent chunk to offset that, either you suck at the game or he was a bad buy. You know what I mean? And yes, it sucks, but like, that's how the game works. You ain't buying, like, you're an idiot if you bought a card with the intention of that card being worth more in 3 years' time back here, right? And I know that because I was an idiot. And I bought into the literal hype of the game at the very tip top, expecting card prices to continue going up, because I'm an idiot and I was stupid and I did that. You know what I'm saying? If card value decreases over a long period, the non-threshold competitions are losing value, and if your gallery constantly loses value, the normal person will lose interest in the game. First of all, not true. I fucking hate when people sit there and act like there's some psychology major and they know everything about how normal people think, because you don't. So stop acting as if you do, because you don't. Second of all, you need to understand what this game is, bro. You need to understand how this game works and what this game is. You're not buying a stock or an asset to hold for the long term. You're buying a card with the intention of winning rewards with that card and selling the rewards to offset the price. And if you're not playing the game like that, either you're a trader or you're dumb. That's it. The small exceptions of collections, because some of us, like myself, are degens and we like collecting. You know? Does that make sense? Like, you buy the card with the point that you're buying an asset that you can use in the game to win money back. I bought Steve Clark and Johnny Russell Super Rares in the last couple of days. I know they'll be worth less than a year. They may even retire, but hopefully we'll win this season. Exactly. Like, I don't know how much you paid for Steve Clark, right? I don't imagine you paid a huge amount for Steve Clark, because, like, I know that he's a year or two away from retirement, so you know what I mean? We'll have a look. I'll have a look at how much Power Press paid for Steve Clark right here. £682, right? You get an entire season of utility, right? And we'll see if you play the game right or not, how many rewards you win. Maybe putting him in Cap 240 Super, I don't know, right? But you're buying this card with the sole idea that you want to try and offset this price with rewards. You're not buying this card with the intention of selling it for £673 next week or next month or next year, you know? I don't think you're an idiot if you had higher expectations. I was, though. I was very stupid. There you go, Sir Ray Josh. To be fair, Sir Ray Josh is a very good trader as well. Yeah, I was pretty stupid, because I'm not going to lie to you. Like, the telltale signs were there, and I still bought in like crazy. But no, Nicholas, I completely disagree with you, bro. I think card prices should decrease over the long term. I think that's normal, and I think that is how it should be, right? I think Cohen Castiles should decrease from 2 grand down, right? The thing is, it's more so that we want stability now. We're like we want to have some kind of like stable sort of price thing, and how that comes, I don't know, right? But like prices should 100% decrease because utility decreases, players get older, moves happen, things like that, right? So players should decrease in value 100%. That's how it should be. But the aim of the game is that you win cards to offset it. I mean, a perfect example, right? Josh Kimmich, I've won 29 cards with, right? I paid £11,995 for Josh Kimmich at the very top. Well, it wasn't the very top. He went to 16 grand at one point, right? I have won back. Now, the valuation is completely skewed because I've probably won back about 5-ish grand with Joshua Kimmich, right? Look at like the valuations. Probably, I think this is right. I think this is spot on. So about £240 worth of ETH. I think this is actually probably a lot more. Like this, I find is actually quite skewed. I've won Sadio Mane. I've won Kim Min-jae, Dimitrevski. I've won another Kimmich, Bruno Gamara. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've had this card for 2 years nearly, and we've offset what I think about 40% of the cost. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I've probably offset about 30-40% of the cost in 2 years, right? Now, does it hurt seeing a card that was worth 12 grand now worth about 700 quid? Of course it hurts. But am I upset about it? No, because I probably still have another 5 years utility left in Josh Kimmich, at least, right? And you never know where he retires. So it's one of those things where it's like you keep earning with these cards and you just keep offsetting the cost. My aim is to eventually have all the older cards that I want to keep in my gallery be at 100% cost offset. Exactly, Josh, yeah. Price stability is key for now because the market is also a game feature. If a player performs, he should rise. If that doesn't happen, take part of gameplay away. I think players do rise if they perform. I think players typically do rise. I mean, Pascal Gross is a great example, right? Pascal Gross is a good example of a player that down here was at like 90 quid and has been performing really well, and he's up at 150, 140, you know? Like, because he's been getting these big scores, and it looks like it continues to get really good AA and good scores, you know what I'm saying? I bought in the boom knowing that prices were inflated, but backed myself to do well in the high divisions due to lack of competition. Yeah, see, that was why I call myself an idiot, Nanzo, right? You bought in and backed yourself. I bought in not knowing how the game worked, and I kind of trial and errored with real money in a poor way. Back then, you didn't have things like semi-pro, and limited was super expensive and things like that, so I didn't have an area where I could trial and error. So I kind of went in with huge amounts of money and you know, lost a lot of money and made a lot of mistakes. That, like, if I had the knowledge I have now when I bought into Sorare, I'd probably have a £500,000 gallery, maybe more. I'd have a PSU fans like gallery because of what I know now with Sorare, and when I got in, the opportunity that I got when I got in, like what it had. Like, when I got in, you could win a tier 2 for getting 387 points in Champion Europe Rare. That was worth £700 when I got in. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, so the opportunity when I got in was crazy, which is why I put more money in, because the opportunity was nuts. I mean, Bonker Innocent, right? A card I won as like one of the last cards for 330 points was worth 70 quid, 63 quid. That's like tier 2s nowadays, you know? So like, I think I'd probably have a PSU fans like gallery if I knew what I was doing when I got involved. That was my biggest problem. It wasn't the fact that, to be honest, it wasn't the fact that I got in at the boom. It was the fact that I just got in and didn't know what I was doing and used real money to try and learn the game. Because you were winning rewards back then with 300 points. 288 points for an Adson, who I think sold at the time for like, I don't know what I sold him for in the end. But it was like over 100 quid. Maybe a bit more, maybe 200 quid. Dorsey gonna, because he's been class. Yeah, exactly. players do rise. This is the issue, and like this is why I, I'm kind of going in a little bit on Nicholas's comment, because it does my head in. Like, so you think Sorare is doing good and we are developing, right? See, this is the problem, man. If you don't like, right, Nicholas Benner, if you truly believe this, right, sell up and piss off. Because, like, you being here, if you have money in the game, you're brain dead right now. Because the way you talk about this game makes you, like, you make it seem like selling up is a smart thing. Like, if you truly think the way you think, right, and you truly have this negative outlook, and you truly have this fucking, like, just downright negative, poor sentiment with this game, and you think everything's going to zero and everybody in the world thinks that this is the worst game ever, you should just leave. You should just sell up and leave. My biggest problem is all this fear-mongering going around. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. It makes no sense, because if you have skin in the game and you're sat there fear-mongering to people, you're literally tanking your own investment by making people panic and sell cards. It's just stupid. It really is. It's just dumb. You literally, like, you play the game for whatever reason you play it. If you don't like it, why are you playing it? This, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's me. It does my head in. It really does my head in. Like, all over Twitter, like, don't get me wrong, I complain about things, right? But I complain about things that, for example, winning a DMP or a misvalued card in a prize pool. I'm not sat there like, oh, the prices are going to zero and this and that. Like, fuck off, you whingy crybaby knobhead. Oh, man. Sorry, chat. That was a bit of a rant, but it just pisses me off, man. Just annoys me. I had another one today, like, I think it was from Michael. Who I like Michael, but, like, in general, the market's going down. They need to stabilize prices. This rate, Pedri will be going for €300 in a few weeks, and that will be the high price. And it's like, this kind of thing is the problem. This here. If you truly think that it's only going to go down and this is a high price, why do you own cards? Sell them. This is the high price. Sell them. No, Michael's not a troll. Fenerbahce have offered 4 million for Krunic. Was Krunic the one that I wanted to buy? Because there was one for like 30 quid. If it is, I'm going to buy it. Oh, of course he's gone up now. Fucking hell, Ryan. I made an offer for someone for like 25 quid. Of course he's going up now. Fuck's sake. I need him for my collection. Why? Fenerbahce, can you piss off? Yeah, this one for 30 quid here. I made an offer to this guy for that one for 30 quid. Fuck's sake. I don't think any of them are trolling. I just don't think they understand, like, the detriment that they have in this community. Ooh, there's a bundle on offer. Let me see what the bundle is. I'm sorry for the rant and the rant and the whoa, what the fuck? Guys, shall I bid on this one? Fucking unique Rafael Leao. That looks sexy, by the way. This card looks absolutely sensational. The celebration as well. If I had the money, man, what a card. That is sensational. What is the other bundles? This one's got a super rare Calabria. Please be 5 rares. Sportiello, Renders, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Calabria, Krunic. What do we think this is worth as a bundle? I might bid on this. I see shit like that on Twitter and it kind of puts me off because I've not been in long. But if it's making me think that, it'll make others scared. That's what I'm saying, man. Rarely I'll win. At some point, I was really hoping I'd win him, to be honest. But at some point, for sure. As long as Pulisic is doing the business at the moment, I don't mind. I'll show you my little collection at the moment. It's funny, my roommate's actually going to Milan next week. I'm really jealous. I really want to go. I might just show up there. Yeah, so like that'd be a nice one to win actually. A nice bundle to buy actually, because it would make a lot of sense. Yeah, so, I mean, Rafael Leao, it's one of those where it's like, I don't know. I feel like some people moaning about price drops just hear it from people who have been playing the game for years. Nicholas replied to Neil by saying, I can't sell my gallery. Why? My gallery won't sell for the value Sorare data is showing at all. So the only way of gaining money is farming up to 40. Well, all right, two things. Firstly, you have absolutely no idea how the game works then. If your gallery won't sell for the price that Sorare data is showing, it's because your gallery is not worth the price Sorare data is showing. You need to know the value of your cards, man. Like, this is one thing that irks me a lot about people that play this game, is that they don't understand how the value of cards works, and so people either overvalue their cards and get really angry when they don't sell, or they don't understand that number that SD shows, it doesn't necessarily, like, that's not the law. You don't have to follow what Sorare data shows. You can, you know what I mean? So he then went to say, the only way of gaining money for me is farming cap 240. If the game is dying, like you say, bro, cap 240 won't be around for long. Good luck with that. Like, do you see the effect you have with how you say that? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I think you're nuts if that's the way you sort of, that's your outlook on it. Anyway, moving on. No more rants. Sorry, it just really pisses, like, the fear mongering in the community really annoys me. I'm gonna try and price up this bundle. So Sporty Yellow, let's say Sporty Yellow is worth about 50, right? Then you've got Calabria. Probably worth about 50 as well. Then you've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I don't know what Ruben Loftus-Cheek is worth. Anyway. Last sold at 60. 60. 68. 78 for the celebration card there. I wonder if Gatosi's got any more celebration cards, actually. What do you got, Tozy? What do you got? Oh, fucking hell, he's got Rafael Leao celebration card. Do you think he'd sell it? Should I make an offer? Should I make an offer for this card? Oh, but why would I do that? What's wrong with me? Ryan, grow up. Right, Ruben Loftus-Cheek I'm going to put down for about 60. If I buy, then I won't make profit. Well, do it. Where do you think the best winter competition is, like the EPL one? Where do I think it is? What do you mean by where do I think it is? As in, like, where should they do it next, or where should you play your cards? Or, like, I'm a little bit confused. I'm gonna put Krunic at 35. Then the last one is Renders. How much is Big Tijani worth? £100, £100, £100, £100. Okay, about 100 quid. Alright, so total price of that is what? 160, 195, like 295 ish. Oh, where I think the next one will be? I think it's Prem. I think they're doing back-to-back Prems, if I'm not mistaken. He said that there'd be a season 2 of it, so I assume it'll be back-to-back Prems. Okay, so 295 for this bundle. I don't own any of these cards, so it'd be a very good bundle for me to buy. That's the price of, like, that's like the price of all the cards. Do you get discounts if you buy it on a bundle? Like, if I buy this on a bundle, am I doing it to get a discount? They should do it for the Jupiler League, in my opinion. Definitely not because I have an entire Gank collection. I think max bid of £250 is a fair price, in my opinion. That's fair. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And also, like, Calabria and RLC and Renders are all starters as well, so that'd be nice for a potential stack. What I like about doing collections is that, like, you can then use a lot of the pieces for cap modes as well. I'll put in 250. I'll put a max bid of 250. By the way, we need this, like, swapper thing in offers as well. I don't know why they took it out. It's really weird. I assume to be La Liga since they're covering the Super Cup. I think they're covering the Super Cup as a test. And the reason why I think they're testing it with the Spanish Super Cup, I don't know if it's because they have certain rights to the scoring with those ones or not. But I'd imagine it, like I looked at it and I think like it's quite a safe one. Oh, Pavard's doing really well. It's quite a safe one, right? Because it's Barca versus Osasuna and Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. So it's not going to be like Man United versus Wigan. You know? Alright, there you go. I put on a max bid of 250 for that, and then we'll see what happens. They said the Spanish Cup is a one-time thing. I don't know if they did. I think they might have said it's like a test. Oh, damn. AJ's bidding on this Rashford. God damn, dude. What a card, man. That card is so sexy. Go on, AJ. What Super Rares are on at the minute? Mitsuta at half, just over 0.6 ETH nearly. Actually, not that many good Super Rares on offer at the moment. There's not a huge amount of really decent Super Rares on auction right now. We'll go for rares. Tarbell, fuck off. Fuck off, Tarbell. Jude Bellingham's on auction. Miguel Moro, Marcinowski, Trent's on auction at the moment. Carlos Heel's on auction as well. Can you win rare plus comps with no super rares? Yes, you can. It's hard, but you can. People have done it, but like typically to do it, you want to be targeting like niche weeks. Going to the stream and instantly seeing Haber buying cards. Hell yeah, dude. You know me. Yeah, you missed out on a huge rant. I was talking about people fear-mongering. Timo Werner is very interesting to Spurs. Very interesting. I imagine part of it is because they're losing Son to Asia Cup. And they want Werner on the left wing, I imagine, for when Son's not there. I'm really kind of annoyed that I didn't buy that Krunic now. La 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 da 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 da. It's probably Premier League next. I think it will be Premier League next, yeah. A surprise Spanish special competition? Is that this like is that the week? When is that? It's not here. Excuse me. Don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not even tired. That reminds me actually. The upcoming midweek. Check out that for a team, boys. Not bad, is it? Not a bad team, that. Werner's always been a good player. Chelsea just stink. It's a toss-up. I think that it's interesting. I kind like I do think that Werner's a decent player. I do rate Werner. I do think that he's a decent player. I don't think him failing at Chelsea was his fault necessarily. I don't know if it was necessarily his fault. I don't think it was necessarily Chelsea's fault. I think it was probably just, wrong place, wrong time for Werner. I think also, like, the one thing that I think with Werner is that, like, I think people maybe think that he is, like, this number 9 finisher, and he's not. he should be a winger, like a left winger, really. Pavard is back and already scoring well. Wanted to trade him when he was low, but no trade got accepted. Yeah, Pavard's a decent one. Pavard at Bayern was crazy, and it always surprised me that he never really peaked in price that much at Bayern. Like, he did a little bit, but like he was never like a stupidly high price at Bayern, and he was always like a player that could just rip off 100 out of nowhere. Van misses so many chances. He's more like a half nine, half winger. He really is similar to Son in the sense of the position that he plays. In the sense that like Son can play striker, but also off the left, and he's similar in that regard. Can you find the tweet he's on about? What tweet? In the tweet where they announced his coverage of the Spanish Super Cup. If I go onto Sorare's Twitter. Is it this one? La 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 la. He'd be good in the attacking midfield position as a shadow striker, like Hoffman at Leverkusen. Where? I can't even find this tweet now. I can't even find the actual announcement now. Picked up around Anthony Gordon. I like Anthony Gordon. I do like Anthony Gordon. I think Carabao Cup would be nice for Sorare to cover. No chance. No. Please, I beg, no. I absolutely beg that they don't. We need less comps that are what's the word I'm looking for? Like we don't want so many cheat code comps. Go to media so you don't see retweets. No, my issue was that I was so far back, bro. What we could do is this. As part of a special Sorare occasion around the corner, we're excited to announce that exceptionally, the 2024 Spanish Super Cup edition will be covered on Sorare. The competition features 3 games. Starts on Wednesday, January 10th, and Sunday, January 14th. We're looking forward to watching this competition with you. There you go. It doesn't say anything about a special weekly. I don't think there will be a special weekly either. It's only 3 games. I'd be surprised if there is a special weekly. I think they've just put that on because it's a semi-final and final. And it could be a Real Madrid-Barcelona final. But no, the Carabao Cup would suck. Because, like, the Carabao Cup, you look at some of the fixtures and, like, you've just got, like, big teams against minnows at times. It's just not worth it, you know? Like, if we look at Carabao Cup games... Like, you don't want frickin' Burnley against Salford, you know? A 4-0. You don't want, I don't know, Blackburn Rovers against Harrogate Town. 8-0. Shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want that. You don't want that shit. In my opinion, it's not worth having a Carabao. Could have been a cup. DMP galore in the cup? Yeah, probably. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. I've got a pretty strong midweek gas plus team. I wanted to look at the prize pool. How many cards are available? 27. Do I think... How many cards are available in Challenger is my question. 12? A lot more than I thought. First place is the only star available. What about in gas? Yeah, same in gas. With only Turkey playing, he could be cooking. That's what I'm thinking. Home game. The only thing is, I think Fenerbahce have got a really nice home fixture, whereas Galatasaray are away. Both are favourites, but like, yeah. I mean, I'm acting as if I'm going to change anything up. This is what I'm playing, regardless. I'm just like, I'm waiting. Like, we'll see what happens, I guess, this weekend. Ken Gazunda is a card that annoys me because, like, I'm telling you right now, this guy is going to absolutely. If he gets a run of games without injury, he's going to shred for Fenerbahce. Right? He will tear teams up. My only concern is like, I don't know if I could ever play him above Tadic or Szymanski. I know it sounds weird, but I don't know if I ever will. Do you think my Gordon trade is decent? I'll have a look. Anthony Gordon. And Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon. Have a look what he did. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know who half of these players are, to be honest. I always find trades like this are alright. Like, you got a red cross here. This guy's got groin problems, you know, so he's injured as fuck and not playing. You know, he's. I think it's not bad, to be fair. You got some shit. You got rid of some shit players. You brought in a good player. That's a good trade. I need to probably do that, to be honest. I've got a bunch of cards in my gallery that are just like dross, that I need to accept the dross and to get rid of and to move on. Like, I don't know. Pubil. I mean, he's back now, but like, I'm acting as if I'm ever going to use this card in a comp. You know what I mean? And I'm sat there now with like 131 rare cards, and I don't need 131 rare cards. You know? If I want depth, that's what building like a Milan collection is for, you know? Hang on, my phone's buzzing off. Sorry about that. Have a go on Motor Days. Wait, who? Oh, is it the Sunderland versus thingy game? Is it? What channel is that on? I might actually stick it on myself, to be honest. In the Premier League, yeah, I've got that on. There you go. It's on ITV. Yeah, I just found it then. I'm gonna watch it myself as well. Fuck it. We'll have it on. I'm not going off or anything. I'm just gonna have it on this screen for a bit. And Newcastle playing a strong team then, yeah. That's a mad derby. Anyway, yeah, so players like this, I should probably get rid of. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a list of cards. And I'm going to see if there's a card in like in the Pavel's gallery or Basilbot's gallery or something like that I want, that I can get rid of a bunch of these cards for. We're gonna sort of write them down, and then I'm gonna value them up. I don't want Longley anymore. Longley is not needed. We're gonna see if we can do a little trade. Because I just like, I don't know. I've got so many cards nowadays. It's just becoming a bit of a detriment. A Campos can go as well. A Campos can go. To be honest, Clinton can go as well. Strauss can go. You can show with the bot. I'm just going to see what people have. Hello, Ollie. How you doing, mate? What's up, brother? I'm going to see what people have, and then we will decide. Because I've been playing a lot of these dogshit cards and things like Cap T40, and I've realised, like... Well, I've not been... It's a weird one, right? Like, I have a bunch of these cards that I don't use every week that are simply shit cards. They're dross. And I've gone on about depth versus dross for so long, and I've just got a gallery full of dross. Not full, but I've got, like, so many dross cards. So I build these collections out to then... kind of want to get rid of Postiansky as well. He's a player I should have got rid of when I won him, to be honest. It was kind of poor from me not to. Yeah, I just don't think he's great. He's not terrible. I just don't think he's amazing, you know? He's alright. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's a good save. Dorsey's risen a lot. If you don't need him, you can get 0.03. Oh, I will be keeping Griffin Dorsey. I love that guy. Yeah, that guy's great. I am going to put Postiansky in my little notepad, though. Or Postonsky? Postonsky. I don't know. How do you pronounce his name? If I offered cards worth more than an auto-buy card, would the bot just accept it? Or am I completely paranoid? No. So I'm telling me you love Dorsey. Yeah, Dorsey's class. Dorsey's very, very good. Dorsey is going to get MVP in the MLS next year. No, he won't, but like he's probably one of the best right backs in the MLS in my opinion. I think he's fantastic. Seeing all the Sunderland fans go crazy over a fucking harsh tackle, that's hilarious. I wouldn't say that's a huge rise either. His floor was only at 30 quid. Unless it's... Oh, I guess the defender one's actually worth a lot more. No, you are right. My bad. Kasper Dolberg is a purchase I do regret a little bit as well. I kind of FOMO'd a little bit with this one. I just thought, you know, he's a proven striker in a top 5 league. I thought he'd do okay in Belgium. And he's done all right, but I don't think he'll be one that does absolutely insane. He's going to be one that I also add to the list. He could be good depth, to be fair. But I have a lot of forwards now in that department. I really don't need him. I should have done this a while ago, to be fair. I did need a good gallery clear out, to be fair. Vasquez is moving as well, isn't he? You found the tweet from Sorare support? Okay, that's good. We can have a look at it then. Can you put the link in the chat? Should be fine. Yes, Arthur. That's exactly what it said in-game, bro. There's not going to be a special competition. It's a special Sorare occasion. So that means that it's like a special occasion that they're covering it. Do you know what I could do? This entire list... That's 11 players. Who's the cheapest out of all these? Probably Strauss, right? So this list right here... What I'm thinking of, including Pedri and Dolberg, I could probably trade this for a keeper. Pavar's doing really well here. I can probably move this on for a keeper, to be honest. Let me have a look. Market, trade builder. Do I all right, we're just gonna add Pavel. I'm not going for a Pavel card. I just want to see what the value of these cards are. So Igor. I'm gonna because I need more keepers anyway. I'm gonna like price it up and we'll see what happens. Maybe I don't go for a keeper, but we'll see. Dolberg seems like the typical good Cap T40 forward. He is decent. My problem is that I have so many forwards now from so many different areas. I just don't need him. I got rid of my Hazard. I had Thorgan Hazard as well that I picked up out of sort of FOMO, and I got rid of him. Because it's just like, I don't know. I do this thing where I constantly look at these cards. I mean, you see I bought 2 of them at the same time. I look at these players that move from a top 5 league to like a lower league, like a challenger league. And it just makes me think, oh, they're clearly going to smash it, Ryan. You should go and buy this card. And then I end up keeping in my gallery for ages and doing nothing with it, and it's just, you know, I don't get why I do that. To be honest, Regulon can go as well. I know Pubal's there, but I'm going to wait first. See what else there is. Who's the other card? Kenga's Under is one I'm going to keep. For now. How many cards is that? 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 cards. Who's cheaper out of these two? Pubel. Right. That's sick. That's, I mean, cash and floor prices of half an ETH. Cash plus last averages of 0.363. No, you did, Arthur. You did. To be fair, Arthur, you did say it was going to be a special weekly. I think you should sell Louise to me. Nah, I want to keep Louise. Louise kind of fits with my plans at the moment, and also he plays Everton, Sheffield United, Forest, Luton, Fulham in the space of like sort of 7 games. It's just a nice run. Good player, really good player. Takes set pieces and stuff like that. I like him. I'm really hoping that Inter concede as well. I'm really hoping to concede. It knocks some prices down. So yeah, this is okay. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Something like this, right? And even for a Villa stack, I got Martinez, Carlos, Watkins, and Moreno. Yeah, but you could probably buy him off somebody else, though. No. I wonder if Pavel's got any decent rares around that price range. Because around that price range, you're looking at like a whole bunch of cards nowadays. You're looking at a lot of cards nowadays around that price range. Get rid of those top 2 keepers as well. All right. How much is Bellingham these days? I would love a Bellingham, man. I know Bellingham's obviously not the price range I'm talking about, but I'm just intrigued anyway. 1.3k. I am intrigued. Bellingham's a card I'd like to bring in. He has Fofana and Mere. Mere's injured. The only issue with Pavel is he probably shag me up the arse with value. That's the frustrating one. I wish there was a way where I could only see one of each player as well. Should I buy Rare Griezmann? Oh, he's a 1 of 10. 1 of 100, sorry. Who did you buy this off? I'm guessing someone sold that gallery, right? Yeah. Pascal Cafiero sold his gallery. Guy's name's Dongmin. Kim Dongmin. Oh, I should be changing it to Champion Europe because I only want Champion Europe. That's like my current sort of strategy is buying exclusively in Champion Europe. Pavel, mate, I think you've kind of maybe added an extra number there to that Kimmich. De Jong's not a bad shout. Frankie De Jong's not a terrible shout. Ideally, I'd like a midfielder or a forward, preferably a mid. I'm trying to think what defenders I have, actually. Maybe I want to look at defenders as well. Maybe look at what defenders I've got in Champ Europe. Champ Europe. Position. Where's position? Am I stupid? Oh, there it is. I have 26 of them. So we've got Upamecano, Theo. Oh, we're good. We're good for defender, I think, right? We have some decent choices here. We've got Dayot, Kim Min-jae, Daley Blind, Theo Hernandez, Van Hecker, Kyle Walker. We're okay for defenders. Realistically. Martinez will be back soon. Yeah, we're fine. I think. I do like the idea, and it might seem a little bit stupid. I've got 1,100 quid in the balance. It might seem a little bit stupid, but part of me would love to try and bring in Bellingham, i.e., going through this, getting rid of some of the lower value cards, like removing Fatih Kaya, removing Isaac Price and a Campos, seeing if there's any cards in my gallery that I don't mind parting ways with that are a little bit more valuable, and then potentially trying to make a deal like that happen and bring in a Bellingham, because I would not mind it. But I don't know what, like, the issue is I've got such an attachment to a lot of these cards that I'd struggle to part ways. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have the same thing as me, but I do struggle to part ways with some cards sometimes. Let me look. Let me look and let me cook. Ooh, there's a free kick by Trippier. I really struggled to spin off my Twente players, but they were just shite. So this is what's going through my head right now. I have a Kawasaki Frontale collection. Okay. Some of them are going up in value, right? The only reason why I have the Kawasaki Frontale collection is for my boy Wakizaka, who is an absolute baller. My current thought process is, do I potentially shift on some of these cards to bring in someone like Jude? Like, Marcinho's at 90 quid. Young Sung Rung is at 90 quid, right? Do I potentially look at trading in my collection for a bigger card? Because I don't care to... I have Asian cards already, right? In terms of my gallery, if we look at my options in Asia, right? We have goalkeepers, right? We have got Hwang In-jae and Osako already. So we have 2 goalkeepers there. Defenders, we've got Shiotani, Sho Sasaki, Mickey Yamane, right? But Yamane's now in America anyway. He's just signed for LA Galaxy, so it doesn't really matter. I would keep Wakizaka anyway. I'd keep Wakizaka. Shimada doesn't really matter. The rest of these I don't care about anyway. I've got Kent Iwao and I've got Wakizaka. I'd keep both of them. Forwards wise, I've got Ohashi. I've got Davidson. I've got Suzuki. I've got Rara Hashi. Like, I don't know. Part of me wants to potentially move on someone like Marcinho. Part of me wants to do this, right? Part of me wants to add in Marcinho and Wakizaki. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 cards there. Did I add them in? I didn't. Okay, I didn't do anything, did it? Because I don't need all of these Asian players when I'm focusing on America anyway. It really makes me tempted. It really makes me tempted to do something like this. I might be being a bit of a degen, but it really does make me tempted. Do any of the bots have a Jude? Before I look at potentially Parwill. Parwill Trader. As long as you're not going to need to buy some of them back in 2 months or more. I don't think I will. I have a, like I said, I have a lot of options, right? And if we looked at even if we looked at just starters, all right, I've got 4 starting goalkeepers, 3 in rare, right? Hwang In-jae plays for the Poyang Steelers, and he's a decent goalkeeper, right? Obviously, like, you don't want to look at take out the ones where he missed games. It's that they were just because of rotation in the cup, right? He's a solid goalkeeper. I quite like him, and I've got Osako, who's the main keeper for me. But this is the thing, okay? So I have 2 Asian goalies, and I also have 3 American goalkeepers, right? America's goalkeepers. So realistically, All-Star Rare Plus, All-Star Rare, Cap 270, Cap 240 leaves me with 1 goalkeeper left over. So I can get rid of Young Sung Rung, right? And then in terms of like players I have, Griffin Dorsey's top class. Reagan's not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. João Paulo's class. Hector Herrera's class. Carlos Heel should be here as well. He's just not showing up. Tiquinho's decent. Vasquez is decent. Yeah. So I will be picking up a super rare goalie at some point as well. So yeah, I think I can do that. I'm just wondering, like, if Basil Bot or Sir Hiss, if either of those two own a Bellingham, I'd rather go through one of them two than Pavel, because Pavel just absolutely shags you. He has a super rare one. Must be nice, you fucking whale. No, I don't play super rare 220. Okay. Some of the swap accounts have Jude. What are swap accounts? Like Ruff? Did I see that Baird was going to Cincinnati? I did not know. But good riddance. This special occasion we rated. Arthur, I think we should move on, mate, because I don't know if anyone knows what you're on about anymore. Sir Hiss sold his Judy yesterday. Fuck. Why didn't I think of this yesterday, chat? Why didn't I think of this yesterday? Yeah, it's a good deal as well. World Trade Center has it. Yeah, but the issue is, like, World Trade Center has his listed up over here. Swap all my players auto night sale for at least 125%, right? And he's got his listed up for 300 more than the fucking actual price of the card. I don't care about getting the Real Madrid version. No, I'm good, thanks, Cameron. Don't know who'll be striker with Houston. They'll probably sign someone. Oh, Joby Bellingham's got the ball. It's a sign. Do we try and make this happen? Arthur, I don't know if anyone, I don't know if we're on the same page, mate. That's why I'm just saying we should just leave it, mate. I'll go through my gallery one more time and see if there's any other cards that I don't really care to get rid of. I wouldn't mind getting rid of Olsen as well, but then again, I'm kind of sacrificing a lot of depth there. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I feel like getting rid of just Asian America cards right now is maybe not the world's best idea. They are inflated in price because the hype is coming back, so it's not a terrible time to get rid of cards like that. But I don't know if I necessarily want to get rid of all of those cards now. Yeah. So, but I have, like, getting rid of some of those cards, I still have decent cards left over, right? The reason why I want to do a deal like this more so, to be honest, I could get rid of Stohianski or whatever his name is, like the Austrian goalkeeper, because I have extra goalies now as well. Like, I've got Mignon now, and that's going to be a big addition to the gallery. It means that I actually don't need the Austrian goalkeeper, but I don't know where the fuck he is. I can't see him in my gallery. I feel like he's disappeared, chat. Someone stole him. Has anyone seen Stoyansky or whatever his name is, that Austrian goalkeeper? Have I gone past him? I could search him, but, like, I don't want to. I want to find him. Oh, here he is. Stojanovic. Here you go. All right. Cash and last averages. 881 quid. Cash and floor prices. 1,000. What do I add to this? I might add 300 quid and send it to Pavel and see what he says. That's only 9 cards, actually. I could add a 10th. Do I have anyone worth like 50 quid or something? The thing is, I like keeping cash. So the less cash I can send, the better. If you're wondering why I'm like going back and like being so fucking anal about this. Because I think cash is king on So Rare. Especially if prices go down. You want to have cash, liquid cash, for good opportunities. and I'm not going to invest. I'm not going to deposit more money. So all the cash I've got is just like, or the ETH I've got is just from like rewards and stuff. So yeah. Pardon me. Burped. Is there anybody else that I don't mind getting rid of before I go and do this? Part of me wouldn't mind getting rid of Evan Ferguson, but I quite like him just as a person, as a player, you know. Part of me just really likes him, so I kind of want to keep him. I don't know why. I know I'm just going to lose value on him, but I kind of want to keep him. He's just one of those cards that I just kind of like him. Kind of like the fella. I just kind of want to hold on to him, you know. All right, yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh wait, who did I remove? I can probably just add them back. Was it Pubel or was it Isaac Price? I'll add Isaac Price back. Okay, I'm gonna add on 300 quid to that. I'm gonna send that to Pavel for free, for nothing. No, for his Jude. I'm gonna see what it says. What about Munoz? Isn't he potentially leaving Genk? He's always potentially leaving Genk. He never does. I have no problem with holding on to that Munoz card. I quite like him. Yeah, I think Jude fits some of my plans as well. I'm just, before I do this, I am gonna have a quick look and see where I'm like heavy and light in certain areas in Champ Europe before I do it. Oh, that's really cool. It just started working now. Hurry up. Whatever. I'm going for Jude Rare. Can't wait to see him ask for like 600 quid. Oh, he will 100%. He will 1 trillion%. But it'll also be a nice card for when the Spanish Weekly's going on. Not the weekly tournament, but like it'd be a nice card to have during that time. Don't you start saying Spanish Weekly? No, I know. I meant like the Spanish Cup. Because he'll have utility for that. What was I doing? I was checking my gallery to make sure. Okay, so in terms of Champion Europe, in Rare and Super Rare, we've got... I mean, to be honest, I think we're strong enough here in defence, right? Dale Upamecano, Kim Min Jae, Daley Blind, Theo Hernandez, Jan van Hecker, Kyle Walker, and then if United have got a good matchup, you know, Dallow's solid, Maguire's okay, Varane's solid, Luke Shaw's okay. You know, I think we've got a decent amount of depth here. Not particularly worried here, right? Not particularly worried about our depth in defence. And as well, we can always move some stuff on. I think one thing that I've done is if they do announce a second Premier League competition, someone like Kyle Walker, I think, will go up a little bit because it adds another layer of utility. In midfield, we have Toni Kroos, Pascal Gross, Phil Foden, Bruno Fernandes, Joshua Kimmich, Adrien Rabiot, Douglas Luiz. I'm going to get rid of Pedri. The rest of it, like maybe Donny van de Beek will do well in Germany. Casemiro should be okay for cap modes. Yeah, so realistically, Toni Kroos, Pascal Gross, Foden, Bruno, Kimmich, Rabiot, Douglas Luiz, all really, really good options in midfield there. And then in forward, we have Griezmann, Berardi, Pulisic, Anthony Gordon. To be honest, we're a bit light in forward. Maybe I don't do the Jude deal. Maybe I look for a forward instead. We're a little bit light in forward, to be honest. That being said, if Griezmann's fit, or if Griezmann's got a game, he's in the lineup, right? Berardi's solid. Pulisic is solid. It's a difficult one. The reason why I like Jude is because it fits with my strategy of buying cards that like are going to have summer utility as well. Like it's in that strategy too. And what I like about it is that I like the idea of being able to play like, well, I mean, I'm gonna pick. I think I'm gonna go Jude. I think I need another super rare defender as well. Thinking about it, right? And I'll explain my thought process to why I think I need a new super rare defender as well. So you can have 2 super rares in Champion Rare Plus, right? I'm not gonna buy a defender now, but it's what I'm gonna think about in the next few days. I only have Kim Min Jae at the moment fit. I know Martinez is coming back, but he probably won't necessarily come back, hit the ground running, right? My issue is going rare goalie, rare defender, and then I'm forced then, if I have Jude, to go super rare Griezmann, and then it's like I guess you can go super rare for anyone, I guess. I feel like maybe one more super rare is a good shout for me, though, in the gallery. My issue is that Kim Min Jae just hasn't really been Kim Min Jae at Bayern. He's been very good in real life, but his scores, whilst they've not been bad, if you look at his scores for Napoli, they're not scores. You can rely on him every week. If you look at them at Bayern, they're good, but like, I don't know. I suppose actually not been that bad. Maybe I'm being harsh, actually. Maybe I'm being harsh. I mean, he's got Asian Cup anyway. You know what? For now, we'll hold on. For now, we'll hold off on that. I'm gonna make Pavel an offer that he can't refuse, and we'll just see what he says. At the end of the day, like, oh, apparently Isak's angry at something. Right, so Pedri's in. Okay, let me just make sure I get the right cards here. All right, so it's Pedri, Young Seung Rung, Region. It's a dirty tune, boys. Marcinho. Ocampos. I think Ocampos is in it, right? Well, it's him or Isaac Price. So it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Kasper Dolberg. Jonathan Bamba. Isaac Price. Postionski. And Stojanovic. Where is he? There he is. Make sure there's no one more expensive than the other cards that I've left out. Is Clinton Matter in this? No. Clement Longley is, though. I don't mind leaving Clement Longley out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll start off the bidding at 280 for him. Now, if I take out Clement Longley and add in who was it? It was it Region? Yeah, no. It was a Campos, right? But I quickly add in a Campos to this, right? So it's 922. Let's say I'm offering him effectively 1,200 quid. It is way less than last sold. It's time to let Desart go. You better shut your mouth, Tofton. Don't say things like that on my stream. I'm lowballing him like crazy. I have no issue lowballing Pavel though, because I just want him to counter it effectively. I sent him a lowball, but I want him to counter it. Oops. £1,000 on all your cards, yeah. It's one of those where I'm not gonna overpay though. I've got a number in my head, and if he wants more than that, he can go fuck. I think Pavel's started to like look at some of the bots and like, because a lot of the price he's been staying for. Someone does that super a few days ago. It hurt, but I think I got a good deal. Did you know? If the thing is, if we can't get the price that I'm looking for. Super Lewis has 0.5 ETH. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Excuse me. It's not bad. Is this going to work now? Come on, Sorare data. Why are you taking so long, man? There you go. Let me see what it looks like here. I would have him 0.678 for a card that's sort of 0.719 apparently. I'm not going to overpay. And I'm not. I'm not. The only reason why I don't mind getting rid of this is because it's a few rewards plus cards that I think are a bit inflated in price now as well. So we'll see what happens. I like this is the thing. Based on cash and floor, it's a reasonable offer, right? I should have sold Mike Edson before the season, but I doubt I doubled down with Besiktas with Masuaku and a Bubakar Super 8. Yeah, that's tough. Oh, Newcastle just scored. Got 1.35 offer for Gedson in the summer. Yeah, that's tough. You can't dwell on it, though. You can't dwell on it. I want to see this Newcastle goal. Oh, it's an own goal. It's an own goal. Always looking forward. That's you know, that's the way forward. It is an interesting one. We'll see how this goes. I'm not, like I said, I'm not actually like massively, you know. Oh, buying subs is Goretzka, Coman, Chupo. So what's the starting 11? Hey, Kimmich at right back. Fair enough. How much is Harry Kane as well, actually? Is Kane less than Jude? He is. Kane's another one that I'm kind of tempted at. I'm kind of tempted to throw an offer out for a Kane, but I don't know if any of the swap boys have a Kane out at the moment. Mr. Bid and Dr. Trade. That's a sexy card, by the way. That card is nuts. I'll win a Kane this game week you can buy. Must be nice. Like, part of me wants to send the same offer out for a Kane. The thing is, if I went for a Harry Kane, I'd want to include my Berardi in a trade. And the reason why I want to do that is because I do like having depth, but I don't like having 4 cards that are like top tier in one position in one region as well. I don't think it makes a huge amount of sense. Like, if we go to lineup builder and we go to 4-4-1 when a lot of the leagues are back, right? We have sort of Bayern at home to Hoffenheim. If you look at my forwards, we've got Pulisic, Stengs, Magnus Matsson, Tadic. I'm not really going to include Pansil because I don't know how he's going to do an AFCON. Anthony Gordon's got a tough matchup, so he's not one I'm particularly going to throw out into a lineup, right? But like, this is a game week where I'd benefit from having Harry Kane. But then you look at a week later, for example, right? My options, I don't know if Bayern have a game this week to do, but my options like Now I've got Griezmann. You know, now I've got a couple other players. It's like, I don't know, it's a weird one. I think Harry Kane would make more sense than Jude in my gallery, though, because I already have Toni Kroos, right? I've got Kimmich. I've got Pascal. Now I've got Rabiot. I don't know. I kind of want both. It's a weird one, man. I've also started thinking about Euros and picked up Morata. Yeah, it's such a weird one, man, because I kind of want Bellingham and Kane. It's such a weird one. But if I got Bellingham and Kane, I'd need a new defender super rare, because I can't play Bellingham, Kane, Griezmann, and Gross in the same lineup. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's a weird one. I don't know. No, he's not replied yet. No. I almost want him to reject it so I can go and send someone else the same offer, but for Harry Kane. I do think Kane makes more sense than Bellingham for me right now, because I've got way more midfielder than I've got forwards. Like, if I went back to my gallery and I look at Champion Europe, if we look at midfielder, for example, right? Toni Kroos, Pascal Gross, Phil Foden, Bruno Fernandes, Josh Kimmich, Douglas Luiz, and Rabiot, all really solid options. Whereas if I look then at forward, it's basically Griezmann, Berardi, Pulisic. Like, I really like Gordon, but like, he's one that I've picked up for mainly for like what's the word? Matchups. And I can't trust any of the United boys. I can't trust Evan Ferguson. Can't trust Jonathan Bamba. So it's literally I only have 3 options. So it actually makes more sense for Kane. Out of all the players who currently don't have a card on Sorare, who would you choose to buy? Only one. Out of all the players who don't have a card on Sorare, I don't know. Yeah, I can offer the same for Kane. Yeah, but Kane's worth a little bit less than Jude. Kane's worth a small bit less than Jude Bellingham. And I also kind of want the celebration Kane. Do I offer for the celebration Kane instead? Amadeus, that's a good shout. You need Dybala scoring when fit is Messi-esque. You know what I hate? When people will say when fit on a card. Said the same about my Pedri, bro. Yeah, when fit. The issue is that he's not fit a lot of the time. A lot of the time he's not fit. So it's like, you know. Alright. I'll offer World Trade Center a similar offer, because this is worth a little bit more given the fact that it's the special version, right? So like, I'm not overpaying by offering the same thing. Does that make sense? Is there much of a price difference? It depends on what people think that their card is valued at, unfortunately. You don't really, with these special celebration cards, you have some people that are realistic and don't think there's a huge discrepancy, because there really isn't a massive discrepancy. And then you have some people that think that their card is just instantly worth loads more because it's a different version. And you sadly you just can't negotiate with the people that think their card's worth like stupid amounts more because it's a celebration card, you know. So yeah. I really hope De Gea gets a move somewhere that isn't Saudi Arabia. Well, he kind of rejected Saudi, didn't he? Who am I missing here? Oh, the 2 Asian boys. I'll offer 200 for this one. I'll offer an extra 200 for that one. This offer more realistic to get Kane. Probably. The offer I sent to Pavel is like, it's actually not that much of a low ball offer. It's just that I know how Pavel thinks, so Pavel will probably see it as a low ball. Like the offer I sent to Pavel for Jude is probably about fair, given the current prices of the cards. And like looking at like buying trends currently and stuff like that. But I know Pavel think it's an underpay. I don't think I've ever really dealt with World Trade Center. I'm not like, the thing is, his name says 125%, and 25% of Harry Kane is like 300 quid. I'm not paying 300 quid extra. Like, absolutely no chance. I'll pay like a bit extra, but not 300 quid. So I'll make the offer and see what he says. I'm expecting a straight up reject rather than a counter. But we'll see. We'll see. This is what the offer looks like. It's a bit less than I sent Pavel. So the Pavel one looks like this. I took off 50 quid off the cash, or 80 quid off the cash. Somebody sent me an offer. Oh, Pavel countered. What do we think Pavel countered with? So I sent him. He's countered with more money. How much do you think he's countered with? I sent him 280, right? How much do you think Pavel's countered with? My guess is 400. 1100. He is a bit of a fucking, like, you think 500, 550, at least 450. He's off his fucking rocker. This guy is delusional. Pavel, he counted with 670. So he wants me to buy a card worth about 0.72-ish. He wants me to pay 0.9? Really? How you doing, Raul? Really? It's not too bad. Based on what? It's a 20% premium. I can't lie to you. The issue with it is, oh, that's almost a really good goal by Almiron. The issue with it is, I think premium should scale. What data Sorare 7s? I have no idea. Tell him his head's gone. It's a 20% premium. I also don't know if it is a 20% premium. It's more like 25-30%. Yeah, Pedri's price is cheap, but I don't really like Pedri. I don't know, Raul. I'm not running it. No, it seems like a lot. I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna overpay like that anyway. Yeah, World Trade Center just rejected my offer. I thought he would. It's the celebration one though. My only issue is that, like, I'm not gonna give up loads. I'm only like throwing out, you know, you watch K1S for more. Nah, Game 1 just got straight up rejected. I called it, to be fair. I called it. I don't mind I just want to kind of get rid of some of these cards and bring in someone a little bit better, right? The Inter Milan versus Girona match was versus Hella Verona's match was, yes, they conceded. Yes, that's great. That's really good. That's great for Champion Europe. They also missed a penalty. Rip. Yeah, I'm not that bothered by either, to be honest. The Pavel one is hilarious though. The Pavel one is absolutely hilarious. But I'm not that bothered. I'm not gonna fucking fuck myself over for a card like that. Basilbot's the fairest. Yeah, Basil's quite fair. 0.6. Do I have another offer out? I thought I had like 0.8. Oh, I bid it on that bundle, didn't I? You think Basil's the worst? Now, Basil's the best in my opinion. Basilbot. Basilbot. See what Basilbot's got in terms of Champion Europe. I want to bring in more depth in Champion Europe, to be honest. Like in rare specifically. Oh, Jolinton's injured. He didn't really have a huge amount that interests me. How is Alphonse Areola a star rare? Because the pools are ridiculously big. I mean, I kind of get it in terms of his value's been alright, and his scores have been half decent, you know, especially recently. But yeah. I think they try and do it based on value. The pools are ridiculous, though. They're just too big. Yeah, none of these cards really interest me. That is quite funny from Pavel, though. Cool. I love that kit. It's so nice. No, I agree with you. I agree with you, Tofton. I agree. West Ham clean sheet last 3 games. That's probably why. Yeah. Nah, the pools don't get changed quick enough. Nah, see, it's not based on the last 3 scores, though. It's like, because the pools are running on a 2-week lag. The prize pool's got a 2-week lag. So the prize pools are looking at this first one against United. They don't see these 2 scores between then. They just look at their value. And the value's kind of been around 300 quid for a little while. So it's like, that's why. He's probably low down in the prize pool, but yeah. The prize pools are fucked. I think them adding back DMPs has really killed a lot of the reward aspect of this game. The prize pools have tripled in size. Like a tier 1, like a low down tier 1, you got Enzo Fernandez. What's Enzo's price nowadays? Enzo Fernandez is going for about 170 quid. Like, if you win a tier 1 worth £170, it's just fucking depressing, isn't it? It's depressing, man. It really is. So, yeah. Would I say Luis Palma from Celtic should be a star award? No. Maybe, actually. Based on price, because only one is sold, I guess. But, like, good player, but, like, I don't know. He's a rotation risk to Fabianski as well. Yeah. Anyway, boys, I think I'll probably call it there with today's stream. Appreciate you guys chilling and watching. I don't want to. If I carry on, I'm gonna get bored and start sending offers to people for shit. I don't want to be a DJ and do that. I'm kind of glad that both those offers got rejected, because I think I'd find it easier to sell a bunch of those cards to like a bot, for example, make some liquid cash and then make an offer to somebody else. Like the best, if you want to buy a star rare, the best thing you do is wait for rewards day, wait for a whale to win it, and then just make them a 20% offer, 20% less offer or something like that. And they usually accept it as well. So that's probably the best thing to do. So I'll probably just sell a bunch of those cards if I want to get a Jude or a Hurricane. I could probably bring both in as well, to be honest. So yeah, thank you for chilling and watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. We'll see. Thank you for watching, though, guys. Appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys soon. Let me know if you sell Pedri. I'm considering the hold. I have him listed. If you want to buy him, I literally have him listed up. Drop me an offer and we'll chat. Yeah, I am going to sell him, so he's already up. I listed him for like £10 under floor price. So yeah, take care, guys. Thank you very much. See you soon.